Hello, my liberating, lovely Libras. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of October. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And thank you so much for all your likes on the last video. So Libra, this is what came up in the cleansing ceremony. Romantic feelings in reverse. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So what this said to me is that romance has kind of taken a back seat at the moment. It's not really about the romance for you. It's about something else, okay? And with the King of Wands coming out in reverse, it's possible that you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo, divine masculine that's just not sitting upright right now. But in general, I feel like this is just the divine masculine fire within you that's a little bit in reverse, right? It's not that romance. It's not that heated, fiery passion necessarily. It's about something else is what I'm getting. So this is going to be a quick twin flame check-in. Twin flame soulmate check-in, excuse me. We are going to look at what you are desiring in the relationship right now. We'll see what the other person is desiring, and we're going to look into the connective. And then in the extended, we will take a look at how to manifest your desires. And if you do that, how the other person will energetically or physically respond, and then some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So let's see here. What is Libra desiring right now? We have retreat in reverse. It is time to disconnect from the world. So it looks like some of you might have had some sort of plans about traveling and it didn't work out. I feel like that's been in a couple of your readings of, like, you know, going somewhere and then maybe not going somewhere. So definitely some travel energy. You might have, this person might have, you know, asked to go away with you and you're like, no, I'm not going. It's just really like, you know, not going away. But I also feel like you haven't disconnected from them. Like, you don't want to retreat from this person necessarily. Let's see. Like, they might have taken a step back and you're like, no, I don't want to disconnect like that. Let's see what's going on. What is Libra desiring in this relationship? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so you don't want to move forward in some way when it comes to being physically rejected. So it looks like someone might have taken a step back and you're like, nope, that is not the way that this is going to go, right? The Five of Pentacles is all about, you know, being physically rejected, of like not being able to stay in a certain home, not, you know, being like monetarily rejected in some way. But it's like, nope, I'm not getting rejected. So yeah, it looks like you're pretty adamant, like, I'm not letting that progress. And it does look like you don't want to, it's like, okay, they might have said like, I'm going somewhere, and you know, you decided for whatever reason not to go with them, but you don't want them to leave either. It's really interesting. What's the light energy here? I do feel that this is very like physical location based for some of you. We have the Hermit. So interesting. You don't want to retreat from this relationship or be rejected, but you do want some sort of solitude here with the Hermit. This is doing like inner work. This is doing shadow work. So really interesting. You might want to know what someone was doing while they were away from you as well. What's the shadow here? Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is some sort of wish fulfillment that you have. Like, you really want to have this wish fulfillment of like going into hermit mode, but not retreating away from this person, not being physically rejected. It looks like there's some sort of emotional audience that's involved here too. I always get the Nine of Cups of like multiple players being involved when it, not like a playa, okay, like just multiple emotional energies that are really involved in whatever this wish fulfillment is in order to manifest it. So it looks like this is something that you've really been wishing for, but it kind of looks like the wheel is stuck for you though, because it's like you don't want to be physically rejected, but you also don't want to step away, but you also want to be alone, or like mostly just do your inner work. But This is some really interesting energy, Libra. Let's see what they are desiring in the relationship right now. Okay, coming out stuck. We have very soon and past life relationships. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some like back and forth. And Libra, you know, we're in Libra season. By the way, happy birthday to all my Libras. Y'all are gorgeous. And many other beautiful things, right? But like, oh, every Libra I know, anyone who has Libra placements, it's like, wow, you can tell they are ruled by Venus, okay? So I do feel this back and forth, right? But it feels like not two decisions. It feels like three conflicting things. There are a lot of different emotions here, a lot of cups that are going into this wish fulfillment, but it seems like you're not being, you know, specific enough, right? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. And I feel like this person is like, please make up your mind about something, right? You are, it's like, don't go, like, don't reject me. I don't want to go there. I want to be alone, but don't leave me sort of energy. And we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this person is definitely some sort of past life relationship that you've had. You know, you've known each other for many lifetimes, and I feel like that's why you both are kind of on board, even with the really interesting energy. You know, like, you can't make up your mind, and, you know, they want to make something happen very soon, but it's like, they're being patient is what I'm getting about you making up your mind, because you just have that past life connection. Really, really strong here. Let's see, what do they desire here? What does this person desire? Well, I need some water. All right. Maybe they need some sort of emotional expression. We have the Page of Swords and the Three of Hearts. What I'm getting is they're like, I don't want to talk. Okay, so they don't want to talk about anything that brings any sort of pain or heartbreak, or if there is a third party involved here, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. With the Page of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like, you know, let's not talk about this while it's immature sort of energy. Because the Page of Swords, you know, comes out swinging the sword, not really caring, you know, how things are said, you know, not really having a sense of decorum when they speak, very no filter type thing. And the Page of Swords, when he's swinging around, or they're swinging around, like, the Three of Swords comes out. This is heartbreak. This is pain. This is some deep, deep pain that they are going through. And I feel like they're healing this painful heartbreak through whatever sort of past life relationship that you have with this person. I feel like this is definitely a karmic cycle, right? Like, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out for you. So definitely some, you know, cycles that are going on here. But it looks like it's not progressing in some sort of way. But anyway, they don't want to talk about any sort of heartbreak. They don't want to have a conversation if it's going to hurt, is what I'm hearing. And that's why it's just like, you know, I really need you to make this decision. This needs to be done pretty soon. What's the light energy? Ooh, that was quick. The 10 of Wands here. So with the 10 of Wands, this is completing a cycle together. So they really want to complete this fire cycle. And we saw, you know, with the romantic feelings in reverse and the King of Wands, it was kind of like, you know, putting passions aside here, really ending some sort of cycle. And as you can see, this is when, you know, there's been a lot of passion in this relationship. Don't get me wrong at all. There has been. And it's blinded, you know, the situation a little bit. And now it's like, okay, understanding that something's got to give, right? Some things need to be left behind here. And, you know, 9 is when you complete a cycle with someone or with yourself, right? And 10 is when you complete it with the other person. So as you are trying to, you know, complete a cycle for yourself in terms of some sort of wish fulfillment, but it looks like you're not really being clear how they play into that. Like this person, I don't know why I said he, it does not have to be a male, but, like this person is just like, okay, we both need to understand what needs to be left behind. And it looks like what they are most concerned about leaving behind is this heartbreak. Let's see what the shadow is. What's the shadow? What's the shadow? Ooh, okay, coming out stuck is Nine of Pentacles, stuck. So I was feeling like they don't want you to know this, right? The shadow is some things that can be hidden from us at this time that we try to, you know, bring to the light to become aware of it and heal it. But the Nine of Pentacles here, they have become pretty discontent with the way things are physically going, which I think is why they're like, you know, I don't want to hurt about this anymore. We just need to know what needs to be let go of and how we are going to move forward about this. I don't feel like they're like, all right, I want completely to be out, right? They don't want that. I think they acknowledge that it's possible that you could reject them, but we see that you don't want to, right? But you do want to be alone. So yeah, like with the Nine of Pentacles coming out stuck, they do kind of feel stuck in your wish fulfillment, right? It's like you're emotionally wishing for something and they're kind of just like half stuck there in limbo because they're becoming like, all right, well, what now? What do I physically do about this now? And I think that's why they really want to know what to leave behind here. And really, they just don't want to have this heartbreak. Coming out stuck, going to the Page of Swords. Whew, we had the Hierophant. So for some of you, this has to do with marriage. Okay. It's like, yeah, like, I want to be alone right now. Don't leave me, but I'm not ready to get married or something. But yeah, with the Hierophant, it can indicate marriage. This is some Taurus energy, but this is more about the institution, right? Like, yes, it is about marriage because the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine come, you know, to be consecrated, so to speak. But the Hierophant really denotes the social structures that allow that, right? It's the energy, not necessarily what's happening. It can also be, you know, you going like to a notary or something like that, right? It's an institutional force. So for some of you, they're really becoming discontent with how things are going by the books. Could be some sort of any sort of institution that they are dealing with when it comes to you. Maybe like it could be a divorce, it could be some sort of business partnership, or, you know, something where, you know, there's a playbook of how to do things right. But it does look like they're becoming really discontent with, you know, with the way things are going. All right, let's see what's in the connective here. All right, what's in the connective? What's in the connective? I was hearing that, like, you both want to figure out how you can make the best decision. Really. Let go of control issues in reverse. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, so you both are kind of imposing your will kind of against the natural flow, is what I want to say. Like, you know, you're having some sort of control issue by, like, releasing total control in some sort of way. Because, you know, it's like, I don't want to go, don't leave me, but I need to be left alone. And you have like all these wishes that just kind of, you know what I mean? Like the universe can't put that puzzle together for you. And so it's puzzling, and that's causing, it's because like you might be afraid of some sort of change coming or whatever it may be, right? That it's causing some sort of, you know, control. You're locking yourself into a timeline that seems to be stopping, you know, the progression of something, stopping the wheel of fortune from moving forward. This person is, you know, can't seem to let go of control issues because, one, they definitely want some sort of, you know, institutional agreement or, you know, just doing things by the books in some sort of way. And they're really stuck in this. They are. Like, they want to know what's happening, but it's like they're just trying to avoid being hurt. And, you know, trying to hold on to the timeline where you're not being hurt is also trying to control the situation as well. So you both are having some control issues. Let's see what else is in the connective. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, neither of you will walk away from this situation. It's like, you know that the conversation's not over, but neither of you will walk away. They don't want to talk about anything that's going to hurt them. And you're like, all right, well, don't leave, but also leave me alone. What's the light energy here? right to the Nine of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands going right to the Nine of Cups. So what I'm seeing in the light, it has some sort of, this is Sagittarian energy, but again, we have like that fire that's in reverse. But this could be, you know, a non-sexual thing. I feel like that is definitely agreed upon. The Knight of Wands upright, you know, he rides into town and gives you his wand and then F's right off, right? But, you know, I don't think it's that sort of serious. It's like you guys definitely don't want to be just like friends with benefits or like, yeah, let's hook up every once in a while or da-da-da-da-da. I do feel an energy of like not wanting to move anywhere, at least until you guys are on the same page. Like you don't want to stop the conversation about not having some sort of movement. Let's see, what's the shadow here? The Seven of Pentacles. Ooh. Yeah, both of you, yeah, you don't want to end this conversation, but you also don't want for it to move forward for some reason, right? Because the way that you're both trying to control the situation is stopping this from, you know, moving forward. And neither of you are really interested in emotionally inputting in on this right now is what I'm getting. We see that you want to be left alone and, you know, they're just like, well, you know, I just need to know what I need to leave behind here. And both of you are like, I don't want this conversation to end here. You know, we have 2 sevens, and 7 is the number of partnership, is the number of Libra, right? So it's like, I don't want to walk away from this conversation and, you know, leave it so that there's, you know, a sword left behind, knowing I'm going to come back. But, you know, I don't want to abandon this, but I don't want to keep pouring my water, keep pouring my emotions into something that's going to grow if it's not going to move forward. So, definitely partnership is still on the mind heavily. I mean, 2 sevens in the center. Definitely. All right, so let's see. Libra, like I said, in the extended, we are going to look how to manifest your desires. So, I mean, you have quite a few wish fulfillments here, but we're going to see what you can do just to get your wish fulfillment in general and some advice on how to like really focus in and be very clear about what you want to the universe, as well as, you know, this person that you're dealing with. And then we'll see if you do that, how they will energetically or physically respond. And then some advice on how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline. Let's see, what does Libra need to hear about love? 2 souls, but with a single thought, 2 hearts that beat as one. So yeah, you are definitely heavily connected to this person. So two souls, but with a single thought, 2 hearts that beat as one, right? That's when you are really in sync with your partner. That's when the divine feminine, divine masculine are the most balanced here. But, you know, it looks like that is, right? Like you have this sort of connection, right? We know it's a past life relationship, but it's just really getting, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's stuck, right? I mean, you guys are both on the same page, to be honest. You want a lot of the same things. And it seems to be like they are down for whatever you're down with, but you haven't given them something to reflect on, like to match your energy yet, because you're just not sure in some ways, which is totally understandable, right? But just understand that the way that you are connected to this person, you like automatically will think the same thoughts and your hearts will feel the same way, right? And especially if this is your divine counterpart and you're connected that way, you're always going to match the vibration. So choose how you manifest, right? Where you manifest, and quickly and clearly decide what you do truly want out of this relationship. All right, Libra, like I said, if you would like to look at some of these energies a little bit deeper and get some advice, you can follow me into the extended. The link is in the description box below. If not, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.